Now Sun Salutation B. How to do it, how to move your body, maybe do it more advanced, maybe ease it up a little bit. My name is Ria and welcome to this tutorial. So we begin at the top of the mat, hip width distance in between our feet. And remember to stand firm. I first show you the postures and then we add on the breath. So mountain pose, palms are typically facing out here so we have that opening in our shoulder girdle. The difference between Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B is to remember to bend the knees. So the first move will be bending the knees, getting into chair pose. And chair pose is something like this, either up here or really low, depending on what you're up for today. From this pose, we move into forward fold directly. So we kind of stretch our knees and move into a forward fold, relaxing the neck. And from here, we probably know it from Vinyasa or Sun Salutation A. We'll lift up halfway, kind of preparing to go down to plank. And then bend our knees, get our palms down, spread out the fingers, step or walk down to your plank. Navel in. You can go on the knees if this is the first time you want to do it. Elbows trying to move in towards your ribs. Look at Sun Salutation A for video if you want the more deepening explanations for that. Lower down with a straight spine. When you come down on the ground, you'll lift up your chest. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Version of up dog or cobra. Tucking your toes under. Moving into down dog. Now, so far, so good. Now, I know different variations, and I'll show you the one that I think makes the most sense. Take your right leg and lift it up towards the sky, three-legged dog, and then step it through. Bend your knees underneath your belly and step it to the front of the mat. Now, I know a lot of people have a hard time doing that. I have to tell you, when you step it through, lift the shoulder a little bit, lift your fingers off to make space. If I don't do that, my shoulder and knee will be at the exact same place, and that's not doable. Something have to move, and that will be my shoulder. So just lift up to make space. All right, now, warrior one. Back foot, move it out a little bit to the side. I would say 45 degree, which is kind of hard to know exactly where that is, but a little bit out to the side. I would never go for heel and heel alignment here, so just a little bit more space on the mat to ease the balance. Warrior one, lifting up our arms, trying to close the hip, somewhat at least, so that we square off the hip here with the short end of the mat. Okay, when we come to the breath, we will not be staying here for that long. Moving again down to plank, which means hands down on the ground. Listen up. Lift the back heel off. Make sure you're not doing a lot of things here before you have that heel off the mat, because that will help your knee not to be twisted. Step back, and then typically we do a chaturanga, plank, low plank. Again, lifting the chest. Maybe rolling over the toes if you're into that. Down dog. Exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Left leg, lift up. Maybe I have to add the fast way would be not to lift up the leg, but just step it through like that. But then the pace is really fast. So I prefer lifting and stepping it through, lowering down the back foot there. Knee and ankle alignment at the front leg, lifting up in warrior two. Making sure my shoulders are down. And then fingers down, lift the heel off, step back. Plank, two long plank on toes or knees. Moving a little bit to the front with your shoulders up dog, down dog. Almost there. Jump or walk if you jump. You lift your heel off, bend your knee. There you get some space to jump. And I would call it like a silent jump. So we're not making a lot of noise. Kind of jumping, trying to reach on the ball here of the foot, and then kind of move back towards the heel. Forward fold, bend the knee chair, and then mountain. I know this might be confusing if you're not that used to it, but just try it like 10 or 12 times. If your arms can't go for that, then you'll get it. I'll do it a little bit slow with the pace of our breath. So join me. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward with some sort of straightened leg. Inhale, half lift. Maybe you just lift a little bit. Exhale, long exhale, plank to low plank. If you jump, hands down, jump back. Make sure you bend your elbows else you kind of land. Do not do something bad in your elbows. Lower down, long exhale. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step it through. Lower down the back foot, ready for warrior one. Inhale, rise up in warrior one. And exhale, a lot of things going on now. Lift the heel off. So, yeah, step it back and lower down. So that's just one exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Moving to the other side, left leg, inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through. Preparing warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump or walk to the front end of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. How did you like that? Lots of inhales and exhales. Let's just do it one more time. Now, if you get a little bit out of breath, that's fine. Some like to cue it faster, some do it slower. It's just a matter of choice and teacher, I think. There's variations where you gather your feet, all sorts of small variations. I would never say, this is the right one. I would just call it a lovely human variations of all these beautiful postures. Let's try. Catch your breath. Maybe you ujjayi breath. And sink into chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg. Lift it up. Exhale, step it through. Preparing warrior one. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Close your hip. Exhale, lift the heel off. Plank to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plank to low plank. Inhale, you know what to do. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump or walk to the front. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain. So, Sun Salutation B is harder than Sun Salutation A. So I would always begin with Sun Salutation A and then move on to Sun Salutation B if I want to. Now, you can definitely change this up. More often than not, I tend to take that chaturanga, plank to low plank, in between left and right leg out, because I know a lot of people have a hard time with wrists, with arms, doing this if I want to repeat it 4 or 5 times. So that's a way to make it a little bit easier for those poor arms, especially if you're not that used to yoga. So play with it, make it yours, and make sure to use the phrase variation. And even if you're a yoga teacher, you might just choose to do the same kind of sun salutation, either A or B, so that people get to know it and they can just flow with you and not, just be in their own space, which is always lovely when you do yoga, at least I think so. Okay, that's it. I hope you like it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe and all those things, and share, not at least. See you another time.